What's good, everybody? It's your boy UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the channel, boys. And we are back with another video, and today we will be re-simming the career of Vince Young. Now, as we all know, Vince Young is arguably one of the best college quarterbacks of all time, and he arguably had the best season of all time when he carried that Texas team to a win over that very, very talented USC team with Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush and all those guys. Now, here we got Vince Young here on his rookie contract, his rookie season, 81 overall, behind Kerry Collins and Volek, but we already know Vince Young started like 13 games that season, so we're going to go ahead and re-sim his career and see if he could become that star everybody hoped and planned for him to be. Now, into his rookie season, Vince Young was coming off of a season at Texas where he threw for 3,000 plus yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 picks, and he also rushed for 1,000 yards with 12 more touchdowns. In Vince Young's IRL NFL career, his rookie season, he started 13 games, played in 15, threw for 2,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, 13 picks. The next season, he would start and play in 15 games. He had a completion percentage of 62.3, threw for 2,500 yards, 9 touchdowns, but he did have 17 picks. His rookie year, I forgot to mention, he had 7 touchdowns on the ground and 3 the second year. His third year, he was injured. He only played 3 games, lost his job to Kerry Collins. Then in 2009, he got a comeback. He was in the running for comeback player of the year, finished third, I believe. He played in 10 games. He started 12 games, played in 12. He threw for 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns, 7 picks. Then the following year, he started 8 games out of the 9 he played in, threw for 1,300, 10 touchdowns, 3 picks. That was his best touchdown to pick ratio in his whole entire career. And in his last year, where he actually saw the field with the Philadelphia Eagles, started 3 games, played in 6, threw for 866 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 9 picks. His awards and honors in the NFL: 2006 NFL Rookie of the Week in 4 separate weeks. He was the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was a Diet Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year. He was a Pro Bowler in 2007, cover athlete of Madden 08, and he was a 2010 Pro Bowler. But guys, when you are a first rounder pick, number 3 overall, those stats are just simply not enough. Let's see if re-simming his career, if we can get the Vince Young we all wanted to see in the NFL. All right, guys, so season 1 is in the books for Vince Young. He had a QBR of 73.5, threw for nearly 3,000 yards, 26 touchdowns with 18 picks. He was sacked 44 times, just a 49% completion percentage for 184 yards a game. On the ground, he ran for 283 yards, 5 touchdowns. His running back, Chris Brown, was a 1,000-yard rusher with 6 touchdowns. And through the air, Drew Bennett was his top receiver with 46 catches, 810 yards, 5 touchdowns. But David Givens was his favorite target to score touchdowns. He had 690 yards with 10 touchdowns. Taking a look at the awards here, Vince Young is the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC, as well as being the Offensive Rookie of the Year for the whole entire NFL. Reggie Bush finishes second. I believe that's pretty much how it went IRL. Now, Vince Young and the Tennessee Titans were just 6-10, finishing tied for second in the conference. It looks like the Texans had a tiebreaker, so they finished third. Colts easily win this division with Peyton Manning. Season 1 is in the books, no playoff berth, but his career is on the right path, and for the most part, he has stayed with the course of what he did with his career IRL. And then lastly, we're looking at here at the Pro Bowl voting. He did not receive any Pro Bowl votes. The 3 quarterbacks who are going to be in the Pro Bowl are Peyton Manning, Trent Green, and Carson Palmer. All right, boys, so the Super Bowl for the 2006 season is going to be the Patriots taking on the Seahawks. Go ahead and sim that Super Bowl, and the Seahawks actually blew the Patriots out 52-38. Matt Hasselbeck outplayed Tom Brady. All right, boys, at the end of the season, Marshall Faulk, Brad Johnson, Keenan McCardell, Rod Smith, and Curtis Martin are all inducted to the Hall of Fame. Damn, this is cool. I wish they had something like this in current Madden. All right, guys, so Vince Young coming in for season 2 at an 83 overall. Last season, he was at 81, so he goes up 2 points. Take a little bit of look at his stats here. I should have looked at what his throw power and accuracy was. He's got 94 throw power, 83 accuracy. Definitely want to clean that up a little bit. All right, boys, season number 2. Let's see if Vince Young can will this team to the playoffs. All right, boys, so season number 2, statistically for Vince Young, 81.4 QBR, 3,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, 10 picks. Was still sacked 50 times, 53% completion percentage, 197 yards a game. On the ground, Vince Young, 429 yards, 1 touchdown. We picked up Travis Henry. He's our leading rusher yards-wise. Chris Brown still gets most of the touchdowns. And then our leading receiver this season is David Givens, 61 catches, 935 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 for Henry, 4 for Roydale Williams. So it looks like David Gibbons, excuse me, is slowly but surely cementing himself as Vince Young's favorite target. Take a look at the standings, though. The Tennessee Titans finished worse than what they did last year. Last year, they were 6-10. This year, they're 4-12. Definitely nowhere near close to making the playoffs. And take a look at the yearly awards votes. Vince Young is not in the top 5 for the MVP. He's not in the top 5 for the offensive player. He's no longer a rookie. He's not in the top 5 for best quarterback. All right, boys, class of 2007 Hall of Fame. Keyshawn Johnson, Rodney Harrison, Priest Holmes, Isaac Bruce, and Brett Favre. Isaac Bruce needs to get in the Hall of Fame IRL. Just saying. All right, guys, so here we are in the preseason for season number 3. And Kerry Collins and Volek are both gone. Vince Young's up to an 85. And our backup is going to be Ryan Fitzmagic, boys. Look at a young Ryan Fitzpatrick without a beard, fresh out of Harvard. All right, boys, season 3 in the books. Vince Young's QBR goes up. Yards go up. Touchdowns down. Picks are down as well. Completion percentage up. Yards per game are up. All right, guys, and once again, another subpar season. Just 6-10 for the squad once again, finishing in the bottom half of the division. Yearly awards, MVP Peyton Manning. Vince Young nowhere to be found. Offensive player nowhere to be found. Best quarterback nowhere to be found. Class of 2008 Hall of Fame work done. Trent Green, who actually just won back-to-back Super Bowls with the Chiefs, retires. Derek Brooks, Matt Stover, and Marvin Harrison. All right, boys, getting ready for season number 4. Vince Young, 26 years old, 87 overall, so he's getting better. But Vince Young, wow, big season, 3,700 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 58% completion percentage, 235 yards a game, man. 95 QBR, best QBR of his career. Rushing wise, our guy Henry led the way with 10 touchdowns. Vince Young had 7 touchdowns on the ground. Dope, so 30 touchdown season total. We finally had a 1,000-yard receiver, and that's our guy, David Givens. I don't know why I keep calling him man Giddens, but he's been going ham this whole time. 9 touchdowns. He's been our leading touchdown guy every single time, and he was a 7th-round pick, so, you know what I mean? This was a steal. So, still with the MVP voting, though, Vince Young is not in the conversation. Come over to offensive player. He's not there. Come over here to best QB. He is not there. And I would assume the Titans didn't make the playoffs, being that we got fired with Jeff Fisher. Let's go to AFC South, and we finished dead last with a 4-12 record. All right, so this season's Hall of Fame class, we got Drew Bledsoe, Corey Dillon, Rondé Barber, Kurt Warner, and Fred Taylor. All right, boys, so Vince Young finally breaks into that 90 threshold. He has 2 years left on his contract here with the Titans. 4 seasons in the books. All right, boys, so Vince Young is continuously taking that step up. 102 QBR. 4,100 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, just 8 picks, 63% completion percentage, 255 yards a game. On the ground, our guy Vince, 12 freaking touchdowns, bro. So that's 12 plus 24, 36 total touchdowns for Vince Young this season. All right, so real quick, taking a look at the Pro Bowl. Once again, Vince Young is nowhere to be found, but I think he will definitely get there soon. Take a look at yearly awards. Not in the top 5 for MVP in the NFL. Not there for the NFC. What about for Offensive Player of the Year? He's not there. What about for Best Quarterback? He is not there. What about for the AFC? He is not there. So Vince Young, man, still has a long way to go, but I feel like he's getting there. All right, class of 2010 Hall of Fame. This year we got the other twin, Tiki Barber, Trent Dilfer, Jason Elam, Amon Green, and Mark Brunell. All right, so boys, Vince Young got broke off in the offseason. He only had 2 years left on his deal last year. Now he's up to 4, $13 million signing bonus. Let's see. Oh, let's just take a look at the deets right here. So it's making 7.8, then 9, then 10.5, then 12.4. So the Titans believe he's the quarterback of the future. He's now at 94 overall. This is the season I expect for Vince Young to absolutely go crazy, dog. All right, boys, so season 6, and he does get better. 4,300 yards, 34 touchdowns, only 6 picks, 64% completion percentage, 271 yards a game, excuse me. On the ground, another double-digit touchdowns, bro. So let's see. Take a look at his rushing stats. He has 41 rushing touchdowns, and back-to-back seasons with double digits. Only year he had under 5 was his second year in the league. All right, take a look at stats. Wow, who would have ever thought this? Rex Grossman is this season's MVP, which means he's probably going to be Offensive Player of the Year. No, that goes to Peyton Manning. What about best quarterback? That does go to Rex Grossman. All right, boys, in the Titans again, bro. They, even with Vince Young's play, they cannot win more than 6 games. They've gone 6-10 2 times, 4-12 twice, and Vince Young read up. It's going to be a long career for that man here in Tennessee. All right, so 2011 Hall of Fame class: Marcus Pollard, Tony Gonzalez, Torrey Holt, who really needs to be in the Hall of Fame IRL. Stop playing with that man. Steve McNair, rest in peace, and Will Shields. All right, so look at the season: 111 QBR, 4,300 passing yards again, 42 touchdowns, only 8 picks, 63% completion percentage, 271 yards a game. He's becoming a monster. And then on the ground, another 4 touchdowns. Only, you know, less than he was double digits after, he was been double digits for a while, but nothing wrong with that. 540 on the ground with 4. All right, so MVP, Vince Young isn't up there. I take offense to that. All right, boys, and in Vince Young's first playoff game, he's unable to get the job done, man. 182, 1 touchdown, no picks, 13 for 27, 48% completion percentage. Playing up against Byron Leftwich as well. See if he did anything on the ground. He did have another touchdown on the ground, 32 yards. Maurice Jones-Drew went crazy on them boys for 161. They lose by 7. Let's take a look at the score summary. Wow. So they scored with 4:58 left in the game, but it looks like the Panthers got the ball back. I mean, it looks like the Jags got the ball back and just kind of ran the clock out. All right, boys. So class of 2012. We got Edgerrin James, who's just got in this year. Randy Moss, who got in last year, I believe, or the year before. Jonathan Ogden, John Runyon, and Sean Alexander. And I just felt super old the other day because John Runyon's son is in the NFL. All right, boys, here we are. Season number 8. Vince Young is 30 years old. 99 overall. 2 years left on his deal. Wonder if he's going to sign back. He's still a very, very elite quarterback. No Pro Bowls. No Super Bowls. No playoff wins. He's only been to the playoffs 1 time. But, he's definitely becoming that dude. All right, boys, and the Titans here in season number 8 are going to actually miss out on the playoffs at 9-7. Jags and the Colts from our division go with the Jags winning the division. Hold on, boys. So I can't not say anything about this. I know this is a Vince Young career resume, but look at Aaron Rodgers, because we had to end up coaching the Packers to stay in this. 4,100 yards. 40 touchdowns with the 0 picks, dog. That's got to be an NFL record. But take a look at Vince Young's season. He throws for 4,600 yards, 128 QBR, 39 touchdowns, only 3 picks, and 288 yards a game. Then on the ground, whoa. 19 touchdowns for Vince Young on the ground. That's insane. Another 609 yards. And they looks like they got a young back, Johnny Shields, who might be a computer-generated player. 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and his favorite receiver is going to be David Gibbons with another 1,000-yard season and 10 touchdowns. All right, 2013 Hall of Fame class: Jake Plummer, Daryl Jackson. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look at the awards last year. Damn, I gotta go take a look at that. Jake Plummer, Daryl Jackson, Adam Vinatieri, Ryan Tucker, and Jamal Lewis. So no Pro Bowl, no awards or anything like that. Only thing we got was, oh wait, no, I was wrong. So the 1 year I don't check it, Vince Young is both the NFL and AFC Offensive Player of the Year for the season that we just simulated. I can't believe I didn't go check that out, but I'm glad he finally had some extra hardware, you know what I'm saying, in his trophy case. All right, boys. So Vince Young is a 99 overall. He also has 1 year left on his deal. Anxious to see if he's actually going to sign. Take a look at how much he's making this year on his contract. So he's due to make 12.4 this year. I really hope that he goes to a contender or something, man, because for the most part, they're not really giving this guy, any help for as good as he is. All right, boys. So another season simulated, another missed playoff opportunity for Vince Young and the Titans at just 8-8 this season. For the awards, Vince Young finishes number 2 in MVP voting. He loses to Mike Vick, who, we already know in Madden, he's a god. And take a look at the season. He had 5,200 passing yards, dog. 59 touchdowns, only 5 picks, and they're not even show you how much he ran for. Take a look at Vince Young's stats since we're here. 4,800 yards, 50 touchdowns, just 2 picks. That's insane. Vince Young also loses Offensive Player of the Year to Mike Vick. And then he also loses best quarterback. Well, he's not even up there in the NFL for best quarterback, which is insane. Coming over to the AFC, though, Vince Young does get AFC MVP. He's also going to get AFC Player of the Year, and he's still not going to get AFC best quarterback. Oh, because Peyton Manning threw for 63 touchdowns. He finishes top 5, though. So take a look. You know, he's got some hardware in here now, man. So, you know, we're getting somewhere. All right, boys. So class of 2014 Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning hangs it up. LJ Larry Johnson hangs it up. Deion Branch, Reggie Wayne, and Brian Westbrook are all going into Canton. All right, boys. So Vince Young does sign a 2-year extension. Let's go ahead and take a look at his contract. 13.7 and 16.5 in the next couple years. Still a 99 overall. You know what I mean? 32 years old, 9 years pro. All right, boys. So Vince Young gets the Titans back in the playoffs at 10-6. They're only at 79 overall now, but that offense is at 88. That defense is struggling, though, at 69. Like, what's up, front office? All right, boys, so take a look at Vince Young's season. Goes down in yards a little bit, still close to 4,000, 41 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's up a little bit. Sacks are going down a lot. 65% completion percentage, 246 a game. I mean, his team's also garbage. This year, he's ran for almost 1,000 yards, had 949, 12 touchdowns. His running back, Johnny Shields, 23 touchdowns, 354 attempts, 6.7 yards a carry, man. That's insane. So top 4 finish for AFC MVP, top 4 finish for AFC Offensive Player of the Year, and out of the top 5 for best quarterback. The Browns' Charlie Fry won best quarterback. Imagine that. Pro Bowl voting, that elusive Pro Bowl for Vince Young it's still not there. Well, it's elusive, duh. All right, boys, let's go. They got the Broncos. Let's see if Vince Young can will them to victory. He does. 45-38. Vince Young outplays Jay Cutler, kind of. Well, not really, but yeah, not at all. Jay Cutler threw for 5 touchdowns, but Vince Young, 353, a touchdown, no picks. Let's see. He had a 92% completion percentage, dog. That's insane. That's wild. That's nuts. On the ground, our guy Shields, 119 and a touchdown. Vince Young actually didn't really do jack squat on the ground. And through the air, who was our leading receiver? Our guy, Warwick Parker, 5 for 48, 5 for 83. So Johnny Shields is Mr. Do-It-All. All right, so we go divisional round. We got the Browns. You got to beat the Browns. 45-43. Okay, Vince Young. 438 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have 1 pick, 64% completion percentage. Let's see, on the ground, our guy Shields, 1 of 3, 2 touchdowns. Vince Young, 68. And through the air, Shields, once again, 4 for 94, 4 for 83. Like, look at this. It's just all spread around. All right, boys. Vince Young is 1 win away from the playoffs. 2 wildcard teams are in the conference playoffs, the Dolphins and the Titans. And the Titans are going to the Super Bowl. Vince Young here in season number 10 is taking his team to the Super Bowl. 41-38 is the score against the Dolphins. 351 yards. He outplays Dante Culpepper. 3 touchdowns, no picks for both QBs. Wait, what was his completion percentage? 82% for both. Wow, that's odd. Let's see what Vince Young did on the ground. 44 yards, but Shields 110 for 2 touchdowns. Receiving wise, Roby goes for 92 yards, Shields for 94 yards, and everybody else just kind of filled in. Ooh, the Cardinals beat the Falcons. Matt Leinart outplays Mike Vick. Fun fact, Matt Leinart is going to be my next career resim, and he's also who I was going to do but first before I decided to do Vince Young. Super Bowl, we got Vince Young versus Matt Leinart once again for a championship, boys. It does not get better than that. Sim the Super Bowl, and Vince Young is a Super Bowl champion. Hopefully, he's probably going to be the Super Bowl MVP. We'll go ahead and look at that. 333 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 79% completion percentage on the ground. Wrong way. On the ground, Shields 144 and a touchdown. Vince Young had a touchdown with 44 yards. Receiving wise, Dawkins, Roby, Parker, Trope, you know what I mean? They all did their thing. It's the one game Shields didn't do anything on the ground. Vince Young is a oh wait, we gotta look at who Super Bowl MVP was. Player of the game is Vince Young. Vince Young gets Super Bowl MVP. Only his 2nd time in the playoffs, and this time he runs the table, bro. Let's go. That's all we needed, baby. Let's go. All right, boys. So the class of 2015 Hall of Fame inductees. We got Tom Brady, Matt Hasselbeck, Tom Weiner, or Wiener, however you want to say it, Willie Parker, and Donovan McNabb. All right, boys, so this season, the Titans are absolutely insane. 13-3, they win the conference, and they also have a first-round bye. Still, Vince Young finishes top 4 in MVP voting, top 4 in Offensive Player of the Year voting, and they still give him no love when it comes to top quarterback. I don't understand it. Here in the AFC, top 3 for MVP, top 3 for Offensive Player of the Year, and not even up there for best quarterback, which is insane. Vince Young is still not getting love at QB. Ken Dorsey, and I'm a Miami fan. There's no reason why Ken Dorsey should be up here over Vince Young, bro. All right, Vince throws 41, 27 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 picks, 66 completion percentage, 257 a game. Like, this team isn't even that good, bro. And, but Shields runs for 2,300 again. Vince Young runs for 928 again with 15 touchdowns. So he has over 100 touchdowns on the ground in his career. All right, here we are in the divisional round. We got the Chargers, who are 9-7, and we beat them by 14. 305 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 65% completion percentage. On the ground, Shields goes for 209 and a touchdown. My goodness. All right, so conference playoffs. We're taking on the 12-4 Bills. So this is like battle of the Titans right here, no pun intended. And whoa, 66-56 is your final score. Vince Young throws for 456, 5 touchdowns. He does throw for 2 picks, 75% completion percentage. This guy, Keith Jones, won quarterback of the year in the AFC, and he just outplayed him. On the ground, Shields goes for 108 and 3 touchdowns. Vince Young goes for another 46. Vince Young's top receiver was Roby, 7 for 183. Parker, 4 for 95. 2 touchdowns for Roby, none for Parker. But Dawkins had 2 touchdowns. Perez had 1. They ain't put nothing into this defense, bro, but the offense is getting busy. So go ahead and sum the week, and the Packers beat the Falcons. I want to see Mike Vick versus Vince Young in the Super Bowl, but, Aaron Rodgers got the job done. If I showed you what he did this season, you would be amazed too, because this is the team I'm controlling. And here we go. Excuse me. Packers versus Texans. Go ahead and sim the Super Bowl. And Vince Young cannot go back-to-back in the Super Bowl. He loses to Aaron Rodgers. They both get player of the game. Vince Young, 18 for 26, 270, 4 touchdowns, 3 carries for 42 yards. But Aaron Rodgers, 21 for 25, 328, 4 touchdowns. But Vince Young does get to back-to-back Super Bowl. All right, guys. So class of 2016 Hall of Fame, John Carney, Marvel Smith, Maurice Williams, Kenyatta Walker, and Nate Burleson. All right, boys. So after being a pro for 11 years, Vince Young still a 99 overall. He reads up on his deal. So it looks like he's going to be staying in Tennessee, for his whole entire career. He actually goes down 1 speed. He was an 89. Now he's an 88. And let's see. Throw power goes down a little bit, but that accuracy is now up to a 99. Or maybe it stays at a 99. All right, boys, so Titans make the playoffs again this year at 9-7. And look how bad this defense is, bro. 62 overall, man. This is a super offensive game. Aaron Rodgers goes another season with 0 picks, fam. That's crazy. Vince Young, what a season. This is probably by far his best season. 4,500 yards through the air, 46 touchdowns, 6 picks, 68% completion percentage, 286 per game. Let's see what he did on the ground. He ran for 625 and 8 touchdowns. Johnny Shields is the beast, 1892, 26 touchdowns. So even with that season, that puts him at number 4 in the NFL MVP voting. Charlie Fry, freaking Charlie Fry, 4,600 yards, 55 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not as impressive, honestly, because we got the rushing touchdowns. Then Chris Sims and Sam Davis, a computer-generated player. Offensive player goes to Chris Sims. Best quarterback goes to Chris Sims. Take a look at what happened in the AFC. Charlie Fry. Let me go back to the AFC. Offensive player goes to Charlie Fry. Best quarterback goes to Charlie Fry. All right, boys. So the Titans are going to be able to win game number 1. Vince Young, 27 for 34, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns, another one on the ground. He outplays David Carr. Here in the divisional round, we got the 11-5 Ravens. Let's see what Vince Young can do. He gets the dub. Throws for 425 yards. Well, that lied. All right, I guess he had 425 yards in total. So, yeah. 24 for 26, 355 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 carries, 70 yards, and another touchdown on the ground. 1 win away from another Super Bowl appearance. We got to take on the Browns. I think we beat them on our way to our Super Bowl, and we beat them by 1 there. Charlie Fry played a great game, but Vince Young outplays him because of the ground play. 5 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 3 through the air, 21 for 26, 298 yards. And now here we go. We got Titans versus Bucks, 9-7 versus 13-3. And Vince Young, in a convincing fashion, gets another ring, and he beats Chris Sims. Show Chris Sims you ain't like that, cuh. And he gets another Super Bowl MVP, 33 for 39, 498 yards, 5 touchdowns, another 2 on the ground, 7 total touchdowns for Vince Young, and another Super Bowl win. He said, keep your Pro Bowls. He said, keep your MVPs. We're going to win Super Bowls. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Class of 27 Hall of Fame, Jeff Blake. Didn't see that coming. Mike Bell. Keenan Forney, Ryan Deem or DM, and then Joseph Vadai. Wow, I remember Joseph Vadai. All right, so Vince Young, 12 years pro, still a 99 overall. 2 Super Bowl rings. He is 35 years old now. Speed's down to an 87. Throw power's down to a 92, but throw accuracy still holding steady at 99. You don't lose that touch. All right, guys, so the Titans, right after the Super Bowl, are going to miss the playoffs the following year at 8-8. Vince Young with another top 3 finish in the MVP, top 5 finish for Offensive Player of the Year, and for best quarterback. I feel like they don't even consider my man as a quarterback, dog. It's insane. Still no Pro Bowl nods for our guy Vince Young, which is absolutely crazy. So the season Vince Young had, 47-54 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, just 2 picks. 74 completion percentage, the greatest, the best of his career, 297 a game. What about on the ground? 700 yards, 10 touchdowns. Johnny Shields, excuse me, 2,100 yards, 24 touchdowns. Class of 2018, we got Michael Vick, Mike Williams, George Foster, Tony Scheffler, and Byron Leftwich. Not bad. All right, boys, so 14 years pro for Vince Young, 99 overall, 36 years old. Speed is down to an 85. Coming over to his throwing stats, still got that 99 accuracy, but that power is going down. But he read up, man, so he's going to be making 16.3 this year and 19.7 next year. All right, boys, so Vince Young has another good season. Well, the Titans have another good season. They're 11-5. They do win their division, and they're the only team from this division to make the playoffs. Vince Young, another top 2 finish for MVP. But if you're looking at upper left-hand corner, he's finally getting a nod to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career in year number 14. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Chris Sims. Best quarterback goes to Chris Sims. Vince Young just cannot get over that dude, but he got a Super Bowl victory over him. Vince Young is the AFC MVP. Again, I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time. AFC Offensive Player of the Year and AFC Quarterback of the Year. They finally get his man the best quarterback now, bro. And if you see here, Vince Young is not only in the Pro Bowl, he is the Pro Bowl starter, dog. So that's a plus. He made it. He did it late, but he made it count. Is all that matters. I'm gonna just take a look at his stats right here. 4,474 yards, 51 touchdowns, 6 picks. Let's see what he did on the ground here this season. 600 yards, another 9 touchdowns, 1 touchdown away from 130 on the ground in his career. And I was right. He did run for 900 that year. I don't know what they were showing me or what I was looking at, but he ran for over 900 twice in his career. But as division winners, it looks like it was just enough to get a bye here in the wild card round. So here we are in the divisional round. We're going to be taking on the 10-6 Steelers. Titans win by 3. Vince Young has a good game. 285 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, another touchdown on the ground. He beats Big Ben. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next round here. Now we will be taking on the 12-4 Jets. This is back when our defense was like that. And wow, yeah, we lose this game by 10. Walter of the Jets absolutely balls out. Outplays Vince Young for the most part. Vince Young, 25 for 36, 321, 4 touchdowns, and another touchdown on the ground. But we already know that defense is like a 60-something overall, so it's only so much they can do. All right, boys, taking a look at the Pro Bowl. Vince Young, 132 yards in that game, a touchdown, no picks. He was 10 for 10 in that game for a 100-yard completion percentage. And did he do anything on the ground? He did. He scored another touchdown there as well. So Vince Young absolutely made the most of his Pro Bowl debut, and he also got player of the game for the AFC with his performance, man. So that's huge. All right, boys, class of 2019. We're almost in the IRL. We're almost where we are in real life. Jeff Garcia, Lawyer Malloy, Santonio Holmes, Maurice Drew, and Jeff Beagles all get the call to Can. All right, boys, so even after year 14, Vince Young is still a 99 overall, fam. Speed is down to an 82. Throw accuracy still a 99, but that throw power down to an 87. 37 years old, Vince Young is. Finally got that first call to the Pro Bowl last year. Finally got, you know what I'm saying, quarterback of the year honor. You know what I'm saying? It's been 5 years, you know, in between awards. But, you know, he got everything except for league MVP, and I don't feel like he should have finished second in that voting either. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, boys. So another year after winning the division, they fall back to just 7-9. Only one team would have won a division in our division, and that's the Texans, who actually clinched the conference at 14-2. Vince Young makes the Pro Bowl for the second straight season. This time as a, you know what I mean, as a backup and not the starter. Take a look at yearly awards. Vince Young finally wins his MVP. Even with a team at 7-9, dog. Rest in peace, Tavares Jackson. But let's take a look at the year he had, man. He had to have the monster crazy year if they gave it to him finally. 5,200 yards, 46 touchdowns, 5 on the ground. I mean, 5 picks, excuse me. And on the ground, 549 yards, another 9 touchdowns, boys. I mean, finally they respected that man. He gets Offensive Player of the Year as well. He doesn't get Best Quarterback. I'm not even going to say I'm surprised. They hate giving that man that. So he wins the AFC MVP, of course. Then he wins AFC Offensive Player of the Year, and he wins second at AFC Quarterback of the Year. All right, boys. So class of 2020, we got Joey Galloway, Chris Spencer, tight end Bobby Wagner, excuse me, Justin Smiley, and David Stewart. All right, guys. So we are year 16. Vince Young is still a 99 at 38 years old, bro. Juke move still high, throw power. 84, but that accuracy, he can get the ball wherever he wants. It's just a matter of how fast he's going to get it there. Speed is down to a 79. Let's see. Making 19 this year, going to be making 23 next year. I mean, he's making quite a bit of money throughout his tenure here in the NFL. All right, boys. So Titans are right back at it, 11-5. They win their division, so they're going to the offs. Vince Young with back-to-back MVPs, bro. This is his time now, man. Offensive Player of the Year is his. Best Quarterback is finally his as well. Coming over to the AFC, of course, he should be winning those same awards, and it looks like he does. Okay, and I guess it's safe to say he's going to his third straight Pro Bowl. This time as a starter, so 2 times as a starter, 1 time as a backup. 5,300 yards, 45 touchdowns, just 4 picks. Come to see what he did on the ground here. 11 touchdowns on the ground, 688 yards. It's been 2 seasons, you know, basically 3 seasons since he's last scored 10 double-digit touchdowns. All right, here we go. We got the 11-5 Steelers taking on the 11-5 Titans, and we win by 3. Vince Young continues to just play absolutely insane. 338 yards, 4 touchdowns, another 83 on the ground. I wonder if that kid, I wonder if that running back is, Johnny Shields is still around. 1 win away from another Super Bowl appearance and beat the Bills by 14. Vince Young, 281 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, another one on the ground. And then here we go, Vikings, Titans, Super Bowl. Can Vince Young get Super Bowl number 3? He loses by 3 to Tavares Jackson and the Vikings, and Tavares Jackson outplayed the hell out of him, man. Wow, yeah, Vince Young doesn't even get player of the game for the first time in a while. 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, 78 completion percentage. On the ground, Shields ran for 84. Vince Young only had 11 yards, and I'm really not sure. I mean, looks like Tavares Jackson and them just wanted it more, but let's take a look at the score summary. Wow, they scored with 34 seconds left, so it was a last-second touchdown. And all right, here at the Pro Bowl, Vince Young doesn't get player of the game like he usually does. 199 yards, though, 2 touchdowns, 92% completion percentage. And then on the ground, 22 yards, but no touchdowns. All right, boys. So Vince Young actually calls it quits. He's in the class of 2021 Hall of Fame with Big Ben, his teammate Johnny Shields, his teammate Michael Roos, and Sean Andrews. So I wasn't sure if that was going to be his last year, but we don't even get a chance to look at his whole entire career. Let's see if we can do that here through like maybe NFL records. Vince Young played 16 seasons. He went to 4 Super Bowls, I believe, and won 2. So he's 50% in Super Bowls from 05 to 2021. 67,856 passing yards. I really wish we can click on him and see, you know what I mean, what it is he did. Passing touchdowns, He had 580 in his career. It's going to put him at 7th all time. Vince Young, career stats. Boom, there we go. All right. Yo, Madden 22. Please, like, why did Madden ever take stuff like this out of the game, fam? That's insane, dog. That's really, really insane. So here we go. Career stats for Vince motherfucking Young. So in his last season in NFL, he threw for the most yards he's thrown the whole entire time he's been in the league. 5,300 yards. He just steadily got better every single year. His most touchdowns he threw for was in 2019 with 51. He threw 50 in 2014. Last in his career was 45. Didn't throw many interceptions. He threw a lot of interceptions in the beginning of his career, but slowly but surely, you know, just started to phase them out, you know, a little bit. Completion percentage is going to be over 60 for his career. You know what I mean? He was averaging double-digit yards per attempt towards the later ends of his career once he really, like, you know what I'm saying, learned how to get busy. And, you know, they're not going to show his rushing career stats. Take a look at his biography. I thought they were going to write something for him. That would have been cool if they did that. But this was fun, man. Another one of his teammates, Johnny Shields, who was doing his damn thing as a running back. We got one of our linemen, Michael Roos, and David Stewart was another one of our teammates here for Vince Young. But yeah, man, that's going to do it. Vince Young lives up to the hype of being the #3 overall pick. Had 3 back-to-back MVPs. I think it was 3. It could have been 2. I mean, I might be wrong. But then he was in 4 Super Bowls. He won 2 of them. He was Super Bowl MVP at both of the wins. And I think Vince Young's career resim was definitely 100% a success. So if you guys enjoyed this and want to see more, be sure to stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below with more players you guys want me to do in older Maddens and everything like that. Start for their rookie seasons. Subscribe if you're new. Yes, you. Subscribe if you're new. We're going to do more of these. We do NCAA. We do Madden. All football here on this channel. It's your UncleSamsReject, RKGames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular Joe, you should've left me alone. I'm in the zone, I'm where the predators roam. We at the Senate in Rome, and I'm on the throne. This ain't no regular poem, this ain't that regular tone, no.